challenge video today, and it's Mortal Kombat 2, the original, and Street Fighter 6, kind of. Full playthrough. Can I complete it? One life without jumping? Let's go.
Join the fight with the elite older gamer. Level up on the clutch time tamer. EOG.
Hello everyone, it's EOG, and yeah, today is a challenge video. And I won't take credit for this one because I'm going to give the right props where they need to go. And that is Master Mal. Now, if you've never seen the channel by Master Mal, he's a fighting game specialist, okay? And my word, is he elite. If I have the EOG, even the EOG was going to go into battle with Master Mal on one of these games, I'd have to get in the practice room. He is elite. And his channel's based around some outrageous things on Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Massive props, amazing channel. And anyway, I saw one of his videos and I went through it and I went, I need a new challenge. So I'm not setting this challenge, although you can have a go if you want to. I was like, I need a new challenge. I'm going to find one. Then if Master Mal says it's one of the most difficult ones he's ever done, then it's got to be. So it is Mortal Kombat 2 playthrough. Jumping is banned. I've also tagged on, I thought I'm going to use the same rules for Street Fighter 6. So there's 2 games, 1 video, but let's go straight into the Mortal Kombat one. Let's go. Alright dudes, I'm going straight in Baraka. Now, I'm going to explain about Master Mal and the way he did this challenge. And I'm not taking props for the way it was done. And that means the tactics in it as well. Now, Mal did it with Melina. Now, I've chosen Baraka for reasons I'll explain later in the run, okay? But if you see this tactic here, basically Mal is a master. He worked out that you do this sweep and then immediately follow it with a light kick, okay? It's like a 2-hit combo they can't block. And it takes down a ton of energy. You only need to hit it. I can't do it. You only need to do it a few times and you're in, you know? And it works a treat. Now, what I will say from doing this myself, because obviously I've had a few practice runs at this, there's some things you need to be aware of. Now, number one is they get up at different rates. Who knew? So, for instance, Raiden gets up way faster than a Sub-Zero or a Reptile. So you got to be quicker on that button. And then the others, you have to time it a little bit. So that's one thing I've worked out. And I've picked Baraka specifically for reasons later again, which I'll explain. Can I do one this time? Nah, I'm not having it. Can't remember it. So this is a great challenge, really difficult to do. No jumping through the entire run, okay? Although that Mortal Kombat's one of the least jumpier games, if that makes sense, in terms of the fighting game world. But it's still essential, especially when you get to one person in particular, which I'll come on to later in the run and why I've picked Baraka in the first place. But I'm not taking credit for these tactics. Mal's the one who cracked these. I just thought that if he finds it a difficult challenge, then the EOG's got to get on this. So that's where we are today. All right, so interesting run, interesting challenge. Try it yourself. It's incredibly tough. Yeah, it is difficult. Can we do one now? Yeah, we can. So we're going to try and complete this whole game. One life, no lives lost, with no jumping. And all I'll say is it feels repetitive, but it's not. It flies and it's tough, and especially one person in particular is real tough. Now, Mal, you probably haven't watched enough of the EOG's videos to be fair to know this, but I'm more of a Sub-Zero guy, and in fact I was Asher and Sub-Zero on Deception, and I was a bit of an elite player on Mortal Kombat Deception at that time, many moons ago. And I do like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, hence why I'm doing the same challenge. So if you want to stick around to the end of this, if you're interested, I'm only doing a short run on Street Fighter 6 to be precise. Yeah, you can get it as well, lad. You can get it as well, boy. Stick around. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to throw in the same video, Street Fighter 6, which, trust me, is easier than this, doing it, because yeah, I'm decent at Street Fighter 6, as you know. Anyway, let's fly this, get to the hard bit that I want to explain the most. But what else should we talk about while we're running through this? Have you got any other, challenges for me? I'm going to go through more of Mel's channel. I haven't been through everything, so I will go through more and I'll dig out more, Mel. But massive props to you, bro. Your stuff is quite elite. What was that glitch? Your stuff is elite, bro. Proper elite gaming at its finest. So yeah, I mean, I just thought to myself, this isn't a one with a date stamp. This isn't, for instance, he lost his head. Speed. You'll know it. Well, I'm taller. That's better. Yeah, I just thought it's not part of a cup or anything like that. It's not part of a league. It's an older one, but I thought I'm going to try it. So I'm going to pick out some challenges. So if you've got any challenges specifically you want me to do, Mortal Kombat wise, Street Fighter wise, originals or 6, shout them out in the comments and I'll give them a go. Or if there's any real tough ones, I'll give them a go because I enjoy the challenge, I enjoy the challenge of trying to pick these apart, as you know. We're absolutely flying through this bad boy. These tactics, by the way, they're insanely overpowered. They really are. This little just watch the energy off this 2-hit combo. Look at that. What's that, like a 5th, 6 of the energy bar? So easy to hit as well. It's outrageous. Just throw something different in. Why not, huh? Why not? It's light. That's light. Whoa. I'm caught out there. Yeah. Stick with the plan. I know it's boring, but stick with it. That roundhouse still works on occasion, though, as well. But these tactics, they're just too strong. And the AI can't do a lot about them. Yeah, well, I'm taller. Apart from one person who we're going to come on to, all right? And then you're going to see why. Because I'll explain when I get... In fact, no, do you know what? Because we're going to fly up to him, I'll explain what I've done. Now, although the core of this and the challenge is from Master Mal, I didn't want to replicate the entire run. I wanted to do something different and unique myself, okay? So what I decided to do was do it with something different, first of all. And then when I got to Kintaro, holy shit, this guy's overpowered without jumping. It's really difficult and I couldn't do it. And Mal's tactic, basically I couldn't do it. And I was just sitting there thinking, how the fuck am I going to do this? I can't do that fatality. How am I going to do this? So, I don't know why it does this halfway through on this version. Yeah, whatever. Get on with it, man. What I did was, I want to do it myself. And I don't want to replicate exactly Master Mal. I want to do my own twist on it. And then I started playing Kintaro without jumping, okay? Oh, she's giving me a bit of an issue. There we go. I started playing Kintaro without jumping. And I was like, I can't do it. It's fucking impossible. So, I don't know. But I was like... And then, I stumbled across the tactic myself. Which I'm going to employ and why I chose Baraka. Yeah, stick around. And you'll see slightly, because obviously I'm going to get to him, because the tactics are the same for everyone else and work on everyone. Barring Kintaro. And I just discovered a tactic myself, how to beat him, and thought I'll use this one. So that's my twist on it, because otherwise there's no point just copying him exactly. I wanted to do some myself. But here's one for you, Mal. Here's a challenge for you, brother. Same rules, right? Don't copy the complete runs. Just go straight to Kintaro. How many people can you beat Kintaro with without jumping? There's a challenge for you, bro. Someone of your level. Just how many people can you beat Kintaro with without jumping? Because I tell you what, I was struggling. Yeah, I got close. Now I did beat him some rounds and the odd fight with, say, like little cheap jabs there. So like Liu Kang, I just went berserk and was just attacking. The irony's just popped on the screen constantly. And Sub-Zero Scorpion Spear was quite reliable. That got him a few times. But I thought, it's not reliable enough, because every time I get to him, if I don't do it, I'm going to be recording this full run every single time till I beat him once. So I needed a more reliable strat, which is why I ended up on Baraka, because I have got the strat for Kintaro with Brack. Although it's still difficult because you need the timing, you'll see when I get to him. But yeah, brother, try that. How many people can you beat Kintaro with without jumping? Because that is really challenging. I felt like really challenging, and I couldn't do it. I was just like, and then I figured out a way myself. Another one who can get stuck around. Sorry, Kang, you're a legend, but fuck you. When you come across the AOG, you get wiped. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Can we take this dude down yet or what? Oh yeah, Shang Tsung. I like this version of Shang Tsung. It's quite a cool looking motherfucker. That was slappy. Yeah, it's Kintaro who's the issue. And then even with Baraka, it took me a few goes to do it. But I worked out a strat, which is quite reliable for me. But you just have to get used to what I'm going to show you quite quick. You know what? I tell you what, because of this run, I might even throw a new challenge. Not to you, Mo, you do this, but I mean just in this mid-run. Can I do this without losing a round now? Can I complete it without jumping, without losing a round? Because we're on a bit of a streak. I've lost rounds up until now. Against a lot of people, but this one's going rather beautifully, I'd say. Get that out there. Get it out there. I can't do that one. It's a waste of time. Right, here we go. You ready for the strat? Now, without jumping, this guy's insanely difficult because the crush move, that is a joke. Did you see that? Then I worked out too slow on that one. It is hard to get used to, right? But if you do the blades, see that? It catches him on the way down. Look, an idiot just falls into it. So I was just like, do you know what? I'll work out my own strat, thanks. And then he does that jump and it also falls into that. Job done. So that's my strat for him. You see him about to do that crush move, pull the blades out. You see him about to jump here, pull the blades out. And it just works. You have to be quite quick with that move because it's back, X. But as soon as you see it, pull the trigger on it. And you'll get it every time. Look, and then sometimes he just walks into it, but eventually it will break and he'll just throw you, which is really annoying. And he'll just overpower it, but he's done. Look at that, looked easy, didn't it? It's not. That took a lot of practice to get there. And then this fool, you just spam him because Baraka's projectile is rapid. Look, I just spam it, and he just didn't seem to have an answer for it. So there you go. I think we're going to do this without dropping around. I think we're going to do this challenge without dropping one, which is a nice bonus. This fool pointing the finger at me already. Do you know who you're dealing with? This is EOG. Give me a break. And do something more positive than that, fool. There's a kind of he's done.
No. Join the fight with the elite older gamer. Level up on the clutch time tamer.
Right. Shut that one off. That's it done. Shout outs to Master Mal. Thanks, Mel, for the challenge. Great idea. And the strat, because you are the main proponent of the strat. Great stuff. Challenge completed. Let's move on to Street Fighter 6. Click through that. We don't need that, do we? You don't want to see that. Right. I'll put on hard because we're a bit decent in Street Fighter 6, but I've put on 5 fights. You don't want to sit here for another 12. You know, this was recorded after the Mortal Kombat one, so you don't want to be doing that. And I just thought I'll throw it in as a little bonus and a little another, you know, little nugget of achievement. Although I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier on this than it was Mortal Kombat, I can tell you that. But yeah, what I've also decided to do is, if you don't know Street Fighter 6, I'll try and make this as easy as I can. I'm going to class Dragon Punches as a form of jumping, okay, to increase it even more. Apart from level 3 supers, which is technically a Dragon Punch just to the extreme. But I'm not going to, obviously, if I'm in this shit, I'm going to use a level 3 super. So barring the level 3 super, and I will try and do level 1s as much as I can instead. Throw him, his lights are out. Guile, you're a legend. But come on, bro. By the way, take a look at this map, dudes. Take a look at this updated goal stage. Shit. And tell me that this game's not amazing. And by the way, you're like, they need patchy shit. Fucking get on with it, brothers. You know what I mean? It's a game. Who gives a shit about a patch? It doesn't change that much. If you're a pro, I understand it because it affects your livelihood. But if you're a casual gamer like me, who gives a shit? long as it doesn't outrageously change, that's beautiful. That's the thing of beauty, that is. Make sure you got that charge there, and then you can fire it at a ridiculous, it's like a rail gun. Fires it off the back of that and always hits. Like, this is done, this one. Easy, light, but the details, I fucking love this game. If you've never seen the review for it, I'm a massive fan of this game. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shithouser in it. That pisses me off. And you know what, I've had them rants, and there's a rants in that Street Fighter 6 review. If you've never seen it, check it out, because there is rants in there, alright? But look at this. Look at the details of this stage. Anyway, look, normally I'd Dragon Punch the life out of that, okay? But it's banned, because I'm classing it as a jump. So if I didn't do that, it would have just been too easy. So I've had to put a little notch in there, just to spice it up a little bit. Because it is, you know, it is the computer. Although you put it up levels. Because, you know, the highest difficulty and level of the boys I'm playing at the moment, trust me, they ain't master rank players, most of them. Even on the hardest, them boys at master, fucking hell, I'll tell you what, they're outrageously good at this game. And I'm competing with them, so this is going to be lightweight. That's right. Anyway, yeah, there's also a 12 fight mode, the full run through, but I thought, look, for the purposes of the video, I won't do 12 fights for you. You'll be here all day. The video would be ungodly long, no one's going to watch it. I'll just stick the 5 fights on. And by the way, in that 5 is a bonus map. But is that going to hit? Ah, that's missed it, just timing was off. But yeah, even like a lot of these stages have animals. That you see the hippo in the background. A lot of these stages have animals in them as well. You would have got Dragon Punched out of your socks, but whatever, or your shoes. Oh, and you what? Get the job done. Get it done. You got to be kidding me. There we go. A lot of them, like there's tigers in one, the hippos in this one. You know, they're so good. Check this out. If you've never seen this, obviously it's a play on the original Street Fighter. I will have to jump on this one, by the way. So we're going to discount it from this one, because you can't get to the top of the truck unless you jump. But yeah, it's a nice touch, look. It's big, huge behemoth of a thing. You take it apart. And all the shrapnel gets left behind as well, which is a nice touch, you know what I mean? It's a nice touch. Pull out some supers on this bad boy, get it done. You have to jump there though to get the top, otherwise you can't complete it. So, doesn't count here. You normally, when you get towards the end of it as well, should get like a, it lets you, basically means you've done it and lets you finish it. Where is it? Oh, maybe we're not going to do it. Hard, maybe, there we go, overkill. Just let you do it now, you've basically done it. Do you know what I mean? You've basically done it. Got any supers left in the bank or what? Come on, finish the job. Ah, I thought I was going to finish it. Nearly. There you go. Right, couple more fights and we're done. Come on, boy. Speaking of shithouses, Aki. Shithouse character. Fucking hell. Even with the computer, you'll see how annoying it is. Anyway. I should just wipe out this character for being a nose. Oh, decent. Decent. Tell the level's going up. What are we up to? CPU level 6. The top level on this actually is really clever AI. It is actually very challenging, to be fair. I could swear that got used quicker than it normally does. Graphics to this immense. Look at it. Give me my bar back. Get rid of this idiot. Normally I'd just maintain the pressure there and have Dragon Punches covered off, but look, we'll just take our time. We'll just take our time and try and pick it apart. There we go. Fire it, then done. Done. Yeah, nice challenge though. But yeah, any more challenges in the Mortal Kombat world, just drop them in the comments. Street Fighter ones, drop them in the comments. If you know any legendary, challenge attempts you've seen by video for me to like mails, have a go at, please link in the videos or let me know the channel and I'll go and check them out and try it. I like a strong challenge now and then. It keeps me engaged, Oh, that was a whiff. Sorry about that. That was a whiff. I was going for it didn't hit, so we're going to discount that one. Let me off. That should be it now. So normally I do a big finish combo there if you've been ever watching any of the videos on that, but I can't because Dragon Punch is bad. Get rid of that. yeah, just let me know. We're on the last one now. Let me know, dudes. So I want to try some out. It keeps me engaged, you know. Just spin through that. It's basically Luke saying, "Hi, Ryu. Do you want to fight? Yeah, okay. Thanks. Let's go." That's basically what it says, in a more articulate, honourable way. The young prodigy on the block. This is. See, that's why Street Fighter 6 is genius. All the original characters are old, and all these. Do you know what's interesting? I'll tell you this. And this just proves the concept of why they did it. So the elite younger gamer, as you know, if you watch the Street Fighter 6 review, the elite younger gamer was playing World Tour mode, and he started trying some fighting game mechanics out, and he's quite liking it. And he's only young, obviously, and he didn't give a shit about any of these old characters. He liked the younger ones because they're more relevant to him. He liked Luke, who's probably a lad in his 20s, rather than an older statesman like me as Ryu, who's probably like, late 30s, 40s. He liked Blanka, to be fair, but Blanka's a bit of a generational one, isn't he, because of how he looks. Who else did he like? Lily. Guile's cool as fuck, so he did like to try Guile, but he just didn't like his mechanic. Guile's a difficult character to use. Wow. But yeah, Luke, and he's just organically, without me knowing any input from me, picked some of the younger characters, which just kind of proves in itself why the demographic of characters they selected and who they picked. And you've still got all your legends in there, Sagat, Bisons and stuff. So yeah. Oh, that was done me. I had no gauge. I couldn't react. Yeah, we're going to get the job done on this. We'll try and finish it. Boom. Another one done. That is it. That is it for this video. One last final shout out to Master Mal. 2 games completed, kind of 1.5 really, but no jumping, just a challenge, just to log on the channel, just to evidence we're fucking decent at fighting games. And interesting challenge, that one. I will pick out more if you like this stuff, like genuinely. I hardly ever say this in videos, but let me know if you like this kind of stuff, challenges and that, especially in the fighting games and older ones. Everyone says it, but it is actually true. Just like the video, drop a comment, let me know, and then I know people like it, and then I'll do more of it, or try different stuff out, because I've been scouring YouTube channels trying to find Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter challenges to try. So if you know any, point me in that direction and I give them a go, because I'm confident I can crack most of them. But that Mortal Kombat one, that took some effort. Might have looked a piece of piss, but trust me, it took me quite a few goes to get my head around that, them strategy for all that, and then work out Kintaro. Street Fighter 6 is a piece of piss because that's what we play currently this year, and we're well embedded in that on the road to master rank. That's enough for this video. That's it. Nice and simple one. Take care. Bye bye.